This breakaway offshoot of Mormonism, led by now imprisoned, convicted pedophile Warren Jeffs.
The nationwide manhunt for a polygamist who became one of the FBI's 10 most wanted has ended. Guilty.
Aimed directly at the foot of their former church, whose leader was convicted of pedophilia and of marrying off child brides.
The whole church was based on fear. They control people by fear.
One of the downfalls that they teach is to keep sweet, and that means to do whatever they tell you to do at all cost, or there will be dire consequences. That's when a trafficker came calling. She was paid just $500 for Q's virginity, not the $1,500 she was promised, and only a drop in the bucket towards a massive debt that she'll never be able to pay off.
Con cũng đau khổ lắm vậy chứ, con hỏi chú, hỏi cậu, tiền nợ cỡ này lời nó lên hoài, thì quay trở lại thì cho con lành lẽ là từ đầu thì nó không được. Thì nó không có được cho con vậy, kinh tiết cho con lợi thì nó không được, chứ biết sao giờ mình cũng biết là thương con như thôi. Bởi vì mình nói làm cái gì cũng được hết trơn á, mình bầu cấp lợi cho con. Mình biết là mình hối hận, mình biết là con mình làm cái đường đó là mình biết mình sai. Tại mình thiếu thốn nợ nần quá, mình mới dẫn con đi làm cái nghề đó thôi.
Supposedly snuggled up next to her. However, Christy awoke to find her 5-year-old daughter missing from her home located at 1607 Bowman Street. Whoever took her had left the door wide open.
Kamari was pronounced dead at 11:15 p.m. that same evening. Her body was located less than 10 minutes away, just across the Chattahoochee River in an abandoned house located at 1101 15th Avenue in Phoenix City.
Belongings. She told them.
I'm Kamari Holland's mommy, and she wouldn't want nothing in the world but to donate her toys to another little child that was in need because she was a very healthy child.
Kamari's death was not simply a case of stranger danger. In fact, it was later discovered that Christy and Jeremy actually knew one another. Christy was not the grieving mother that she was making herself out to be. She was arrested at a Circle K on December 28th at around 1 p.m. Russell County Sheriff Heath Taylor had these details to share at a press conference the following day.
I want to thank everybody for coming this morning. We have an update on our case with Kamari. For the last several weeks, the Sheriff's Office here and the Columbus Police Department and Muskogee County Sheriff's Office has been working continuously on our case against Mr. Williams. And yesterday afternoon at around 1 o'clock in Columbus, we were able to arrest Christy Sipple, who is also known as Christy Hoskins. She was arrested there at the Circle K on Victory Drive. We had asked the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force to help us locate her. They were gracious enough to do that and assist us with this case, and they were able to pick her up. She was taken to a judge in Columbus where she signed her waiver of extradition to come back and answer the charges in Alabama. She was brought back to the Sheriff's Office by our investigators, and she was placed in the jail.
Christy was charged with homicide during the course of kidnapping, homicide during the course of SA, homicide during the course of sodomy, and human trafficking.
In this arid, desolate landscape, not a scrap of vegetation in sight, lies a makeshift camp for some of Afghanistan's internally displaced. Among its residents, 9-year-old Pawana. Her bright pink dress squeals of laughter and childhood games, a ruse to the horrors unfolding in this unhospitable environment. Pawana's family moved to this camp in Baghdis province 4 years ago after her father lost his job. Humanitarian aid and menial work, earning $3 a day, providing the basic staples to survive. But since the Taliban takeover 2.5 months ago, any money or assistance has dried up. And with 8 mouths to feed, Parwana's father is now doing the unthinkable. I have no work, no money, no food. I have to sell my daughter, he says. I have no other choice. Parwana, who dreams of going to school and becoming a teacher, applies makeup. A favourite pastime for little girls, but Parwana knows she is preparing for what awaits her. My father has sold me because we don't have bread, rice and flour. He has sold me to an old man. The white-bearded man who claims he's 55 years old comes to collect her. He's bought Parwana for 200,000 Afghanis, just over $2,000 US. Covered up, Parwana whimpers as her mother holds her. This is your bride. Please take care of her, says Parwana's father. Of course I will take care of her, replies the man. His large hands grab her small frame. Parwana tries to pull away. As he carries her only bag of belongings, she again resists. Digging her heels into the dirt. But it's futile.